Tonight on Nightline, Undercover Mother. The extraordinary story of how one woman transformed her appearance, lived a double life, and entered a world she hardly knew, all to prove her son's innocence. Sex, lies, and audio tape. Months spent wearing a secret tape recorder.
Hello. Hello. I don't know if you can tell.
In a dramatic attempt to get what she thought was justice. Plus, the big fix. As the economy slides into crisis, what can we do? And does this man have the answer? It's the Nightline interview with British Prime Minister Gordon Brown.
From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City. This is Nightline, March 3rd, 2009.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a tale of devotion and deception. A story that, if it wasn't true, would rival anything that Hollywood might create. A 19-year-old college student is murdered. A young man is convicted and sentenced to life in prison. The killer's mother is distraught and yet utterly convinced that her son is innocent. But instead of allowing the appeals process to run its course, she takes matters into her own hands. She creates a secret identity and then befriends one of the jurors who sent her son to jail. And all the while, a tape recorder is rolling.
Police investigating the death of the 19-year-old are asking the same questions his parents did when they came to this neighborhood yesterday.
This is the story of an horrific crime.
Fisher, an honor student, was shot inside a vehicle and then thrown outside.
A college football star executed on the sidewalk. The prime suspect, a 20-year-old male who'd welcomed the victim to his home.
He was lying face down. He was bloodied.
And a mother who would do anything to prove her son's innocence. 19-year-old Mark Fisher, after a night trawling the bars of New York, ended up at a party in Brooklyn around midnight. It was the home of John Duker. 4 hours later, Fisher was found dead with 5 bullets in his chest, just 2 blocks from the house. On the strength of witness testimony, Duker was later found guilty of murder and sentenced to 25 years to life. There was no forensic evidence, and from the beginning, his mother believed he was innocent.
I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. John is innocent. John did not do this.
After the trial, Doreen Giuliano says there were rumours that one juror, Jason Allo, hadn't been honest with the judge, that he knew some of the defendants, something Allo denies. So Doreen set up an extraordinary and elaborate sting operation in order to befriend the juror. First, she would adapt her appearance.
Changed my hair color, and I wore a lot of makeup and a push-up bra and just tight-fitting clothes instead of my jeans and sweatshirt that I'm used to.
Then she rented an apartment.
This is the apartment that I rented. I called it the Sting Apartment.
The plan worked. Doreen got chatting to Allo near a local subway station, and he gave her his number. How did it feel when you had that phone number?
I was shaking in my boots.
Her transformation was complete. Doreen Giuliano had become Dee Quinn, as seen in this Vanity Fair photo shoot. And Dee invited Jason round for dinner.
And between you and me, I'm not very good at cooking, so I bought it. And everything was staged.
Doreen and Jason would have a series of get-togethers between September and December 2007, eating ready-made meals and drinking wine.
Hello. Hello. I don't know if you can tell.
And unknown to Jason, it was all on tape. Doreen recorded conversations ranging from the mundane
And you want a blender.
to the sweet.
You trying to put your little Ricky to sleep?
It's the 55 going up the water.
You were prepared to do anything, weren't you, if it would get some information out of this young man?
I was prepared to do anything within the law.
Did you have a sexual relationship with him?
I didn't have a sexual relationship with him.
Would you have had sex with him on that basis if he'd wanted?
If I had to, yes. Absolutely.
Were you prepared to do that?
I was.
And slowly, she moved the conversation toward the trial. In October, they discussed how Jason might have avoided jury duty altogether.
And you could have got it excused. There's a million and one excuses to get excused.
Number one excuse, I'm prejudiced.
You wouldn't.
I hate Jews.
That would have been perfect for you.
Exactly. That's how most people get out.
According to Doreen, it became apparent that Allo had no regard for her son, even believing he was Jewish.
They try to make him out to be like Tony Soprano, but he was a clown too. He was a tall, skinny Jewish kid with glasses.
He described my son as a tall, skinny Jewish kid with glasses and proceeded to tell me how he hated Jews.
That doesn't prove, though, that your son's conviction was wrong.
Yes, I agree. Right. But if you come to a guilty verdict based on that, then is that a fair trial?
Their meetings continued for a number of weeks, and then in December, Jason Allo began to say things that she thought suggested he shouldn't have been on the jury at all.
Technically, by law, if I knew that, I didn't even been in that jury.
Say that again, if you had food.
I shouldn't even been in that jury. Because I knew.
Why not? You're one of the smartest ones.
By law, you're not supposed to be. If they ask you in the beginning when you go for jury duty, if they read you a list of all the witnesses, and everybody who's gonna, if you know or affiliated with these people in any way, you have to let them know.
Allo admits that he shouldn't have even been on that jury because they read a witness list to you. And on the witness list was some friends of Allo's, mutual friends of Allo's and John Jukas. And he keeps quiet. He knew friends of John's and what they do and their lifestyle. Their lifestyle was prejudicing him against John.
And then, on another occasion, Allo suggested he had some inside knowledge about those who were on trial.
I told you this, but I never told anybody else. I actually had some kind of information on the case.
About,
Remember I told you that they hang out over here sometimes?
right?
A friend of mine. And he told me some stuff they heard.
Okay.
Well, it's not even a friend, it's my cousin. She wouldn't lie about something like that.
So what did she say?
I'd rather not say, but she overheard them talking, like, shortly after this happened.
The group.
Right, the guys that hang out together.
So they were out of jail. Oh, okay.
The whole group of guys.
Right.
I mean, John and Russo.
We wanted to ask Jason Allo if he'd failed to tell the judge that he knew some of the defendants, and also whether he'd made alleged anti-Semitic comments. When we come back, the juror and his lawyer answer those questions. Can you tell me, Jason? Can you recall ever saying such a thing?
To anybody, ever? Can't say yes. Can't say no.
Is it the sort of thing that you imagine you might have said in the past?
What does that have to do with the,
I'm just
with the
asking
interview?
him a question.
But it doesn't make sense.
Well, it does, because I'm coming to a point.
All right, go ahead. Don't answer.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by IBM.
We can build a smarter planet. Smarter towns. Smarter cities.
Smarter government. Smarter retail.
Smarter shipping. Smarter airports. Smarter food supplies.
Smarter grocery stores.
Trains. Cars. Smarter streets.
Smarter classrooms. We need smarter people. Really smart.
Smarter hospitals. Smarter energy grid. Connect them all together, and what do you got?
Happier people.
That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on.
I'm an IBMer.
I'm an IBMer.
I'm an IBMer. Let's build
a smarter planet.
Are you and your gray hair facing an identity crisis?
My hair says experience. My hair says energy.
Touch of Gray. The best of both combs away a little gray, never too much, just right.
Now I look like I know what I'm doing and can still do it.
Touch of Gray.
I never thought I would have a heart attack, but I did. You need to talk to your doctor about aspirin. You need to be your own advocate.
Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
You take care of your kids. Now it's time to take care of yourself.
My muscles are strong. My heart and digestion are healthy. My coat's so shiny, I can see myself. When I play, it's a power play.
How does your dog food stack up to IAMS Proactive Health? With ingredients to promote 7 signs of healthy vitality, no other dog food stacks up like IAMS.
I am more than just a dog. I'm an IAMS dog.
IAMS Proactive Health. Take the IAMS nutrition check now at IAMS.com.
Moon. Hey, I thought you were supposed to be full tonight.
He's not feeling it.
You're not feeling it, huh?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Huh. How long till you rise?
Couple minutes.
Plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm full. Thanks, son.
Say good morning to a great day with Jimmy Dean sandwiches. Jimmy Dean, shine on.
Lil Weezy, meet Charles Geezy. Only Jimmy can get them both on one night.
Tonight, we are going to do something that has never been done on television.
Rapper Lil Wayne and ABC News' Charles Gibson on Jimmy Kimmel Live. All new, coming up on ABC.
Friday, don't miss U2, the morning concert event on Good Morning America.
For fresh deli taste, why pay for the whole deli?
Price check on Deli Man.
Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh shaved meats. Great fresh from the deli taste without the deli counter price. Sliced, packed, and sealed at the peak of freshness. Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh, for the love of a great sandwich.
Back now to undercover mother Doreen Giuliano. She'd won the trust of one of the jurors who'd convicted her son of murder, all while wearing a secret tape recorder. She believes the recordings are enough to overturn her son's conviction. Now, the juror speaks out for the first time. Doreen Giuliano believes that Jason Allo should never have been on a jury that convicted her son of murder. So she created a false identity and secretly recorded conversations with Allo where she says he made certain admissions that might have excused him from jury duty.
Number one excuse, I'm prejudiced.
You want
I hate Jews.
Jason Allo agreed to be interviewed, but only in the presence of his lawyer. On one of the tape recordings, you are heard to say, in explaining why you shouldn't have been a juror, the number one excuse is I'm prejudiced.
I'm going to have to interrupt there. I've heard the tape recordings. He's never said that. Have you heard the tape recordings?
I have heard the tape recordings.
He's never said that.
Can I just quote the tape to you, Jason? You say the number one excuse is I'm prejudiced, I hate Jews. Do you ever recall saying anything like I hate Jews?
Not at all.
No.
Is that something you would never say?
He would never say anything like that.
Can you tell me, Jason? Can you recall ever saying such a thing?
To anybody, ever? I can't say yes. I can't say no.
Is it the sort of thing that you imagine you might have said in the past?
What does that have to do with the
I'm just
with the
asking
interview?
him the question.
But it doesn't make sense.
Well, it does, because I'm coming to a point.
All right, go ahead. Don't answer. There's no reason to answer.
See, in one of the tape recordings, you say you hate Jews.
That's your interpretation of the tape recordings.
No, the words are I hate Jews. That's what he says in the tape.
Let me tell you something, Martin. I've known Jason now for about 3-4 months, and he hasn't shown an ounce of bias or prejudice against anyone.
In another tape recording, Doreen Giuliano says Allo appears to admit that he shouldn't have been on the jury at all.
Technically, by law, if I knew that, I hadn't even been in that jury.
Say that again, if you had food.
I shouldn't even been in that jury.
Can you ever remember saying, in the presence of Dee, as she described herself, I shouldn't have been in that jury? Can you ever remember saying that?
He doesn't remember saying that, Martin.
No, do you, Jason, ever remember?
No, I don't.
Can I ask you then, generally, did you know any of the boys in that group?
Again, we're going to steer away from that question, Martin.
Do you think that you committed perjury in the voir dire process?
Absolutely not.
Did you withhold information about things that you knew at the time of jury selection?
No, I didn't.
Were you lying to the judge when he asked you if you knew anything about any
Martin,
of the
this is
individuals?
ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous questions I've ever heard. These questions are nothing but tidbits. This is a bunch of malarkey. I could ask you a bunch of questions. Did you ever rape a girl, Martin? Did you ever get a girl drunk to have sex with her? They sound really good coming out.
I can answer all of those questions very clearly and honestly.
But Martin, it sounds terrible coming out of my mouth when I'm asking you those questions. You understand what I'm trying to say here?
No, because I'm happy to answer
Believe
those
me, I'm one of the
questions.
best cross-examiners there are.
Okay, I'm just asking this again, Jason, just for clarity and for us to understand the truth of the situation. During the voir dire process, do you feel that you were completely honest about everything you knew?
I do.
Did you withhold any information at all about people you may have known in that group during that process?
No.
Okay.
Should we waterboard him?
Our interview lasted 45 minutes, but Jason Allo would barely answer a single question without his lawyer interrupting. So, just so I understand it, Jason, you don't remember what the forensic evidence was on the case, you're not prepared to talk about the jury deliberations, and you're not prepared to comment on any of the recordings that Doreen has made.
No.
Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. He doesn't recall, okay? Maybe.
I'm asking him, can he answer?
I'm going to answer it
Why
for
can't
him.
Jason answer?
Because he doesn't recall what happened 3.5 years ago in a jury.
Can he not say that?
I guess that's why he hired me, Martin.
For Doreen Giuliano, all this drama and disguise was designed to get her son out of jail. But unless there's a retrial, he won't be eligible for parole for another 20 years. How do you feel when you reflect on the fact that your son is currently serving a 25-year sentence?
How do I feel? I'm devastated. John is innocent. John did not do this. And he's not going to go to jail for the rest of his life. Just give us a fair new trial. Fair is all I ask for.
Doreen Giuliano submitted the tapes to the district attorney's office in the hope that her son might be granted a retrial. But the DA says that he doesn't believe the statements made in the recordings, even if true, would prove juror misconduct, and says the motion should be denied. Both sides are now awaiting a judge's decision. And when we come back, as the economy continues to crumble, just what can we do to fix it?
That's the mini bar. That's the bathroom there.
Wait a second. What's this?
That's standard in every room, sir.
You didn't put this there because I booked my business trip on Hotels.com and you know I'm going to end up writing a review?
Okay, you got me. I'll take it.
No. You know what? I'm going to let it slide. But don't let it happen again. Especially when I come back on the 12th through the 14th.
Hotel reviews from people like you. Welcome to Hotels.com.
Many women think they have a yeast infection when they don't. How can you know it's not more serious? Well, now you can know. The Vagisil Screening Kit tests for vaginal infections at home because knowing is the first step to healing. Vagisil.
This is more than my easy button. It's my save so much on ink we could stop shaking the cartridges button.
It's my save so much we can bring back the morning donuts button. Hooray!
It's my save so much my boss will be eternally grateful button.
Good job, Helen. Karen.
It's Kathy.
Now, recycle any brand of ink or toner and get $3 back in Staples Rewards. Staples, that was easy.
Hot waffles. The smell of warm maple syrup.
You know the smell after it rains? That's it.
Whatever scents fill your household, Tidy Cat Scoop neutralizes the odors of multiple cats. New Tidy Cat Scoop. Keep home smelling like home.
Excuse me. Do you know the way to Route 70?
Nope.
What is that?
That's the money you could be saving with Geico. Poor fella. Must have been following you for miles. Looks tired.
Tell me who's watching. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Siegfried and Roy, loved by millions, breathtaking to watch. But then it all stopped.
Now, miraculously, they're back. A one-night-only television event. Siegfried and Roy, The Magic returns. Friday at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Dex, you and I have a lot in common. How you figure? I help people strengthen their bodies. I help businesses strengthen their customer base. Dex, I help people find their trouble spots. I help businesses find customers through my print directories. Online at dexknows.com. Even on those huge search sites with the funny names. Dex, that's a lot of weight. Try lifting a business. Right.
Call 877-4DEX now to find out everything Dex can do to find your customers. Dex knows.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
I can take this whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, thanks.
Because I paid for it last, so, you know.
That's it. Love this place. Free Wi-Fi.
Free paper.
Free refills.
If you like free, you'll love WAMU Free Checking. Get free online banking, a free debit card, free checks, and free ATM cash withdrawals.
Do you have a biscotti? Another one?
Biscotti's free.
Yeah, I knew that.
Free checking from WAMU. Now backed by the power of Chase.
Nightline continues from New York City with Martin Bashir.
Speaking earlier today about the relationship between the US and Great Britain, President Obama said, "It's not just important to me, it's also important to the American people." He was hosting British Prime Minister Gordon Brown, who's in Washington to discuss the most important issue on both sides of the Atlantic, the economy. And my co-anchor Terry Moran sat down with Gordon Brown for tonight's Nightline interview.
Chemistry counts in international relations, so when reporters were called into the Oval Office today...
Where are the Brits? They're over there.
In fact, they're everywhere.
Are they?
There was curiosity about how these two leaders got along.
Well, I will say that this is my third meeting with Prime Minister Brown, and I'd like to think that our relationship is terrific.
Americans got used to Tony Blair and George W. Bush chumming it up.
We both use Colgate toothpaste.
The two shared an unlikely bond. Prime Minister Brown today suggested a way he and President Obama could spend some spare time.
I don't think I could ever compete with you at basketball. Perhaps tennis.
Tennis, I got a game.
Yeah, we could maybe have a,
we haven't tried
shot.
it.
I don't know if you, I think you'd be better. But there we are.
Prime Minister. Later, we met Prime Minister Brown at the British Embassy and asked him about his relationship with President Obama.
What do you and Barack Obama have in common?
Well, we were talking today, I mean, we were talking about our children, we were talking about his love of basketball, my love of tennis, and we both run quite a lot to try and keep fit.
The way to get things done.
But what really dominated this first meeting between the British Prime Minister and the American President was, of course, the economy. And it was clear they're on the same wavelength.
I think President Obama's absolutely right, and I think the history books will record that what he has done in his first, nearly 50 days of office has been momentous in setting the means by which we can see the economic recovery happening.
But not many see the economic recovery happening now. On Capitol Hill today, Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke said the turnaround may still be a long way off.
We are in a situation, though, where we need to stabilize the financial system. If we don't stabilize the financial system, we have no hope of getting the economy back to normal state.
Would you say that the world is facing a depression?
I think what we're going through is a deep recession. And I think that the issue before us is, can we do more than we're doing at the moment to shorten both the depth of the recession and the length of the recession?
Brown has sought to take a leading role in averting that catastrophe. He will host a grand summit in London of the leaders of the 20 biggest economies next month. And he's proposed what he calls a global New Deal. Massive coordinated spending by world governments, a new world financial regulation system, and more.
What it means is that every country should be contributing to bringing an end to this downturn, that we've got to enlist all the energies of people in different parts of the world to deal with the problems that we all face.
Is President Obama on board for a global New Deal?
I think President Obama and I agreed that, first of all, we had to do more to persuade other countries that they should do some of the things that America and Britain and the rest of Europe have been doing. So putting more resources into the economy to get economic activity, getting interest rates down so that, again, that helps speed up the recovery of growth. I think we're agreed also that banks around the world have got to face up to the new challenges.
What if you can't achieve that level of international agreement and cooperation? Is there an economic catastrophe in the offing if we don't?
I believe that we've taken a large number of the measures that are necessary to get us out of this.
Brown was Britain's top government official on the economy for a decade, and many Britons say he deserves some blame for the crisis. Do you ever look in the mirror and say, I should have seen it coming? I could have done better?
I think if you look at the challenges that we all faced for over the last 10 years, what people were worried about was inflation getting out of control. And so people wanted to keep interest rates down. They wanted to take action to make sure that we had a low inflation economy. We didn't have the scale of supervision that is necessary to make sure that markets and banks in particular in this case are working in the public interest.
And the question that you've been asked is, was any of that your responsibility?
Well, of course I take responsibility for what happens in the economy.
But that's looking backwards. Looking forward, Gordon Brown is calling on world leaders, including President Obama, to do something that's hard even in the best of times: cooperate.
In every country of the world, parents and families and workers have similar fears to fears in our own countries. And we've got to show that by working together, we can make the difference.
A special partnership for special times. Our thanks to Terry Moran. And when we come back, should President Obama be sharing his stock tips? It's tonight's closing argument.
Best-selling author Rick Castle needs inspiration for his new book. Detective Kate Beckett is his answer.
Every artist needs a muse.
Call me a muse again, I'll break your legs.
ABC's Castle, a novel new series, premieres Monday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
With gas prices falling and the open road calling, now is the time to find deals like you'll never see again at the Portland Metro RV Show, March 11th through 15th at the Expo Center. Visit PortlandMetroRV.com for 2-for-1 admission coupons. Just imagine where it might take you.
Did you know that wall and ceiling cracks can be an early sign of foundation problems? Did you know that your damp basement or crawl space can cause serious mold and allergy problems for you and your family, as well as increasing the cost to heat your home? Did you know that Terra Firma can provide solutions to all these problems? Call now for a free inspection by your local experts. You're on solid ground with Terra Firma. Price guaranteed, work guaranteed. Call Terra Firma, 452-4049.
By now, you've heard that Antenna TV is going all digital, and the nationwide switch to digital TV has moved to a new date, June 12th. But you don't have to wait until June 12th to enjoy free digital TV. Upgrade your Antenna TV with a converter box or buy a new digital set. Use the right antenna and start enjoying free digital television now. Visit dtvanswers.com or call 888-CALL-FCC to learn more about the June 12th switch to digital TV.
Feel anything?
Ouch. Yeah. Why is it so big?
But couldn't get one that matched?
It's what our insurance approved.
Well, there was no other choice.
It's the law. You choose who repairs your vehicle, not the insurance company. We restore your vehicle to pre-loss condition with factory quality parts. At Leif's, I'm on your side.
When we invest in our home, it has to be money well spent. When it came time to tackle the bathroom, we chose Bath Fitter. It was a...
Meet the News Channel 8 morning team and live at 7, Stephanie Strickland at Pioneer Courthouse Square this Saturday, March 7th, 9 a.m. to noon.
I know I want to have my vision corrected. I've researched it a little bit, but I want to make the smart choice.
2020 Institutes offering $1,000 off our exclusive worry-free LASIK, plus 0 down and 0% interest for 2 years. Call 503-771-2020.
all started with our father, Dick Inukai.
And now, 24 years later, we're proud our family business continues to serve you and your families.
With Dick's Country Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Dick's McKenzie Ford, you have 72 hours to love it or leave it.
Anytime within 72 hours, you can bring back any pre-owned vehicle you buy from us, no questions asked.
We're easy to find in Hillsboro or online at dicksautogroup.com.
Come see us today. You just got to know where to go.
1 in 5.
1 in 5.
Every day, 1 in 5 Oregonians suffer from hunger. That's why we're supporting the KGW Great Food Drive. I'm Jay Allison from Tillamook Cheese. Throughout March, when you buy any variety of Tillamook cheese, we'll donate a portion of the proceeds to help people in your community. Support the KGW Great Food Drive and make a difference in someone's life. Help one.
Thank you.
Keep it.
My sink is stopped up. I think it's that little curvy pipe. Do I make the appointment with you?
Well...
You're a Mr. Rooter, right?
No.
Remember, there are other courteous people besides Mr. Rooter plumbers.
With gas prices falling and the open road calling, now is the time to find deals like you'll never see again at the Portland Metro RV Show, March 11th through 15th at the Expo Center. Visit PortlandMetroRV.com for 2-for-1 admission coupons. Just imagine where it might take you.
New at 6 tonight, the wildlife crime that has folks outraged near Aberdeen. Hunters open fire on a herd of elk, then leave them to waste.
Serious. This is something I'm very passionate about because they took something from all of us.
Why investigators think there may be wounded elk in the woods. How investigators are upping the ante in this crime.
Former Portland Trailblazer Chris Dudley and Governor Kulingoski team up to inspire students to read.
I have diabetes and I played in the NBA for 16 years. Diabetes did not stop me from achieving my dreams.
Dudley donned the Dr. Seuss hat at OMSI this morning and read from a book he wrote about living with diabetes. The governor also led students as they took an oath to read. The event is part of the Read Across America tour. It highlights the importance of reading.
Nightly News is straight ahead tonight. If there is a workable model for health care reform already in place in America, could an HMO model be the future of health care?
Plus, meet some smart dogs that can turn on your lights, help you get dressed, even pay your restaurant bill. Just who are they helping?
Well, I don't know. That's next on Nightly News, and we're back in 1/2 hour.